Bet you didn't know there's a place where Kentucky football and basketball fans unite. Welcome to Big Blue Breakdown. Whether you bleed blue or just love a good game, we've got the latest stories, hottest takes, and a whole lot of hometown pride. Hit play and join the conversation. This is your home for all things Kentucky sports.
Welcome in, everybody, to the first ever Big Blue Breakdown broadcast. This is the first ever pregame show as well here. Today we have a very, very special guest that will be the play-by-play commentator in Kaz Clay. Kaz, just go ahead and tell him what you do and everything like that.
Mix of everything. I work with our basketball and football team over at Great Crossing, 6A program in Georgetown, and have very competitive schedules. Work a lot with that. Work a lot with media programs, running videos, graphics, and different types of shorts and hype videos, different things like that, promoting for students and everything like that. On student council, doing a few different things within the school, getting promotions and just doing some different things. So I try to do a mix of everything, but I mainly I run the huddle for our home games. I do the play-by-play for the huddle, and then away games I'll shoot like pictures and videos. And last night I was at Woodford. I did like the pictures and some live shots, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah. So in this pregame show, obviously before the broadcast, because we're going to be broadcasting, obviously, this game, Kaz Clay being your play-by-play, and I'll be your color announcer. Obviously, we're going to give you updates and everything like that. There will be a halftime show as well, halftime updates of every other game, and then we'll obviously be breaking down this game as we go along, and as well as a post-game, just breaking stuff down, like just a post-game show in general. But to just start out this pregame show, I want to just kind of go a little off topic here. How big is this game for Kentucky, just looking at the rest of their schedule, to get a win here and kind of, just kind of get ahead of the chains almost in a way?
Yeah, I mean, I think going into this, obviously you play a team like Eastern Michigan next week. Not very quality. Obviously, you play a team like Toledo coming out top, probably one of the top 3 FCS teams left.
Yeah,
that I would know of. As far as depth goes, they're very competitive with all their matchups, and we knew that would be a tough game coming in. And then you got Carolina coming in a few weeks, and I'll be at that game, so that should be a good game. Which I have a little impartial there, but we'll see. We'll see how that rolls over.
It'll be a tough game for the Cats to win.
We'll see how that rolls over. Obviously, with Sellers and getting Faison eligible, getting Nick Harbor, and having Mazio Bennett came on, so we got some options over there. But as far as the Kentucky side goes, just trying to hit the keys. I think that watching that tape back from Toledo, it's a lot of simple offensive checkdowns, trying to get Calzada like into the game, eased in, kind of simmered, just not trying to throw any like flashy crazy plays, just trying to get them eased in, because obviously playing at home is good, but I think to me this is a top 5 defense that they're going up against, so they gotta be keyed in and know what the top 3 things to do are. And I think we'll get in a little bit on a segue, but just trying to get keyed in, trying to figure out the basic checkdowns, trying to make the right plays. I mean, I think sometimes he tries to make the splash play, and it's not always there. Some things, and you brought this up off air, some things look simple, which is good, but you gotta find some different looks, basic like slants or underneath. A lot of things were underneath is what I'm basically trying to say. There was a lot of short things, which again, when Kentucky's known to run the ball, you have to have some splash receiver, and losing Dane Key and losing Barryon Brown, you don't have those 2 quick receivers. And that's why I was going to bring up, for my impact player today, was Kendrick Law, the transfer out of Alabama. I think will be a big part. Obviously, you got running back Seth McGowan, and you got Dante Dwell, but those 2 guys will have to carry a lot, along with Wilcox and the rest of that crew. But I think in general, I mean, you got pieces.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not favored in this game going in.
I think the line has dropped to 8.5 now. It was at 10.5. Now it's dropped 2 whole points to 8.5, which is, I think that's a good look for Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, I think again, it's just the part of not being negative, but the part of Stoops having to build in a senior, like a 2 year plan or less for a quarterback every time, and having to reset an offense. Those first 3 weeks are always hard because you're trying to get that
Yeah,
new quarterback implemented.
agreed.
Since Will Levis, even you've not really had a consistent quarterback
I
in
would
there.
agree. Yep.
So I mean, it's kind of been shuffle in and out, and I mean obviously Devin Leary was there 1 year, and then you got Vandegrift was on the couch, and now you got Calzada, which has
Yep.
been everywhere in the moon, and then so just trying to build them into the offense. I think learning the schemes and learning the plays and everything like that.
So just looking at this game here, and I'll bring up the schedule back up here. So you obviously get a win against Toledo. That, like, people want to say like the win against them doesn't mean anything. That's a solid team right there that you're playing. That's not a pushover. That's a solid win. Today, to me, is the biggest game for Kentucky all year. Because if you win this game, you are really set in going in the right direction. And the reason that I say this is the biggest game for Kentucky is because it is winnable. It is a winnable game. It's not like, going on the road to South Carolina, going on the road to Georgia, who hasn't lost there in I don't know how long, or a Texas at home, even a Tennessee, because we can't seem to beat them even if we have a better team. But just, it sets you on the right path, and now, like, to make it to a bowl game, it's a lot more manageable to do that if you're able to win here, and that's why this game is so big for the Cats. Like, you'll start off the year 3-0, obviously, hoping for a win against Eastern Michigan, and then I think some winnable games here. Obviously Tennessee Tech, that would be 4 wins, and then Vandy, and then maybe you get a one against Auburn or Florida or Louisville. But in general, if you're able to win this game, you set yourself up for a lot of success throughout the year and beating those preseason expectations. But in this game, Cass, if you were to list 3 things that Kentucky has to do, the 3 biggest things Kentucky has to do to win this football game, what are those 3 things?
I think keeping number one. I think keeping Calzada upright and keeping the offensive line blocking consistent.
Yep.
Some of the scheme gaps, I feel like were a little, at least watching the tape back, was a little stuffed as far as they were trying to double some guys defensively. The guys were sending doubles at the O line, and they were trying to stuff. They got the gaps for the running stuff. So trying to get the running blocks like open and seeing those seams, so guys like Dwell and McGowan can get through those holes. And then I think number 2 to me is just, again, trying to stay consistent, not making things as complex as needed to be, but just trying to make those simple reads, get them eased in, and then able to hit those splash plays as we go on. Thirdly, I think just mixing it up, and again, as like I said, it kind of goes back to number 2, but just mixing it up, making more things implemented, and not trying to throw those simple like short passes.
Yeah.
Trying to get everybody involved, and if we are able to make some plays, go back to the same guys. I think sometimes I looked at some plays. Now, obviously, that defense is different than what we'll see today, but as far as just getting everybody involved from top to bottom, I think a lot of these rooms have some depth.
Yeah. So my 3 things would be, number 1, we have to win the turnover battle. In the last 3 games against Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, they have all been, whoever has won has been by a score or less, like 3 points, 7 points being the most or less right there. So this series with Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin has historically been very, very close, which I think is a good thing for Kentucky in this game. Obviously, you're going to have to win the turnover battle. The team who has won the turnover battle in the last 3 matchups have won the game. So I think we need to win the turnover battle. Number 2 would be to get pressure on this young quarterback in Austin Simmons. He looked really, really good against Georgia State, but Georgia State was able to put pressure on him consistently throughout the game. He had 2 picks in the first quarter. One of them was his fault. He threw into double coverage and got it picked off. The second one, he got absolutely rocked, and this was not his fault, and he had a pick ball. if we're able to get consistent pressure on him and you make him make bad decisions, I feel like that's something that the Cats really, really need to do. And then lastly, it is going to be time of possession. We cannot let them make this a track meet because our offense simply isn't built for that. We aren't meant to score, 45 points in an SEC football game. That's just not how this offense is built. We need to slow down the game. Obviously, the offense needs to be effective. Like, I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying we need to have long, thought-out drives, and when we get to the end, we need to punch it in, and it'd be like, a 7-minute drive, 15 snaps or something like that. You know what I mean? We got to be able to do that and limit their possessions because they're wanting to hit those big chunk plays, which also could be on there. I think an honorable mention here would be we have to hit 2 or 3 chunk plays this game. And I'm talking about, 30 or more yards on a play. We got to be able to get 2 or 3 of those if we're going to win this game. Obviously, the running game needs to be established and needs to be good, but the passing game, they need to hit a couple shots for us to be in this game. You got to get Calzada in a rhythm early, but those are my 3 things. You got to win the turnover battle. You got to get consistent pressure on a young quarterback in Austin Simmons, and we got to control the pace of the game. We got to play our game. We got to control the time of possession in this one. Okay, Cass. Biggest games today are obvious. I would say this one. We're going to get to this one last year. Michigan at Oklahoma. Game day. Biggest game of the day. What's your prediction for that game and why?
Well, I mean, when you got 19 in the Golden and Navy, I'd take Bryce Underwood against almost any defense, and that's no knock to Oklahoma. I think John Mateer is a great quarterback, but the way he looked, I know that's not like a very competitive team, but the way Bryce looked, I thought was very good. He had wheels, and obviously a dual threat quarterback like that, you have to be able to understand when to throw the pass, when to use your legs, when to get outside, identify the QB spy, reading the defense, just everything. I think even for a freshman quarterback like that, going into his first start, he was very, very calm, cool, and collected. And I understand. Tonight will be different because he's playing at Oklahoma, and I understand the difference. But at the same time, I feel very comfortable with him going in there because he has some weapons on offense. Yeah. And kind of piggybacking on your point, like this, so Kentucky's offense obviously is not built for a track meet. Like compared to other SEC opponents, like Carolina has Lenore Sellers, has Rasul Faison, has Nick Harbor, has Mazio Bennett. They have a lot of receivers, and so they can score a lot of points even if their defense gives up a lot of points. But then you got Dylan Stewart on that side of the ball. So I mean, there's a lot of teams in the SEC that can like let your defense give up points because then their offense can go score. We have to rely a lot on our defense getting stops and our offense controlling the ball because the scheme offensively has always been run. It has been at least since Stoops got there. Right. So that's what we have always believed in. Therefore, that's what we have to do, and that's how we have to operate throughout the offense. So even though when you went through the schedule, like some of those teams that you think would be give me, it's like I really think Auburn's gonna be pretty decent this year. Jackson Arnold coming over from Oklahoma. Oh gosh, his name's blanking me.
Cam Coleman.
Cam Coleman, that wide receiver, he's nice. Like they got some weapons. So every SEC team, like Pavia down there in Nashville's not looking too bad. So no, I mean, just every team in the SEC besides Mississippi State, I think, and Mississippi State can definitely compete with anybody. So
yeah. So you have Michigan winning that game. What score? What's the score?
What was the line?
I'm not sure, but Oklahoma is favored.
Okay, I got 28-24.
Okay, Michigan?
Yes.
Okay. I did my early morning show today, and I have Oklahoma. I'm not sure exactly what the score I had. What this may be changed. I think I have Oklahoma winning this game 35-28 by a touchdown. I like John Mateer. I think Brent Venables' defense does enough in this game. The biggest question to me is, how does the trenches look? I think that's really going to be the biggest question. Another big game is Missouri, Kansas. Who you got winning? What's your score prediction?
Well, I mean, another quarterback bias here. I love my quarterbacks. I got Kansas in this one.
Man,
You look at Jalen Daniels. Obviously took a lot of hits. First week, I believe it was Fresno State. I watched that game from start to finish from week 0.
Yeah.
Didn't catch much of the week 1, but they played a pretty downhill FCS team, so I didn't think much of it. I did watch the tape back though, and that guy is definition of very smart IQ, able to evade hits when he can get out of pressure, step up in the pocket, make plays. And their receiving core in general is very strong. Obviously, I've always thought Missouri can be competitive, but they've got some new offensive pieces coming in. So I'm just trying to figure out their offense. I think they're still trying to develop everything. I think that Kansas bringing all that veteran attention back and having Jalen Daniels as a 6-year quarterback, the oldest quarterback in college football, you gotta be able to make some plays. So having a guy like that can scramble out of the pocket, make plays, and throw deep balls and do all the ESPN stuff, obviously he's great. But he knows how to use his head as well and not take excessive hits if he doesn't have to.
yeah. I like Missouri in this one, and only because of one factor. I think he made really, really good points, but I think Ahmad Hardy is the X factor in this one. Really, really good transfer from ULM for Missouri. This guy is legit. I think this guy is possibly an All-American running back here. So I like Ahmad Hardy to help this team win, and I think Missouri ends up winning this game 31-28. I think it's a really, really close game. I could see it going either way. I do like Kansas, but I do think at home Missouri wins this game. I liked what I saw from Bo Pribula in this one. Even though I'm not high on them in the SEC, I think they get this done over the Kansas Jayhawks. So
I just saw the Ohio State line. I was like, golly, 55.5. That's crazy.
they play Grambling State, don't they?
I know, but that's 55.5.
Hopefully our game starts on time here.
Hey,
6 minutes
while
here.
we're sitting here with 6 minutes, I got a prediction.
Uh-huh.
How about Cutter Boley?
He's not playing.
By halfway through the year, he will be starting quarterback.
He won't.
That's my prediction.
Okay.
I had 2 predictions last year and we disagreed, and one of them right.
So speaking, so I know Iowa State and Iowa are playing right. What is that score right now? I think that's a really interesting game right there. And then Duke and Illinois. I know Illinois was up by a lot there.
You don't want to watch Arch Madness? Actually, he's out of the game now. Never mind.
It's 38-7. No, I'm talking about just the score. Illinois is currently up 31-19 with the ball, with 4:55 to go. They're ranked 11th, so they have possibly a good win there. And then I picked Iowa State to beat Iowa at home. They are currently up 16-13, so it looks like my predictions are doing okay so far. Hopefully that continues through today. 16-13, Iowa State is up with 27 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
What's your thoughts on the down in Florida with those hurricanes?
Hurricanes?
We got any thoughts on them?
I liked actually what I saw from Carson Beck.
They're pretty flashy.
Yeah. I actually thought Ruben Bain and that defensive line for them looked pretty nasty. To say that, I'm still high on Notre Dame. I liked what I saw from C.J. Carr. That's a tough place to go in there and play and pull out with a win. I think he's a redshirt freshman quarterback. They got to get the ball to Jeremiah Love more. Goodness gracious.
They barely.
You got to force feed that guy.
Yeah. And then the fact that they came back from that deep of a hole. But I thought down the stretch though.
That defense took over for Miami.
Yeah, and they were just a force. I mean, C.J. Carr, I think, finally hit him. Kind of got flustered in that big situation. Kind of his big first start. Kind of saw that with Arso in the shoe, and first start for quarterbacks, even if he spotted kind of how Arch did.
Yeah,
it's just hard knowing that that's your first one going in. So I bet the nerves were crazy. I was just that's a team to look out for me. How about Utah's quarterback, dude? That guy.
Oh, the
Oh
transfer
my
from New Mexico
gosh.
State or New
Oh
Mexico?
New Mexico.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Oh my gosh, bro. That guy is nice. And then the guy at Cal.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
that?
I tell you who looks terrible.
Who?
Stanford. I know that's so random.
That was really random. I didn't know.
College Game Day did a thing on Andrew Luck today because he's like the general manager for them
At
now,
Stanford,
and they lost to Hawaii, week 0. Excuse me. Hawaii went to play Arizona, and I think I beat 50-7. So Stanford looks pretty bad this year. To get back on track here,
Who you got winning the national championship? Sorry, last segue. I didn't mean to.
that's a good question. Well, in my personal AP Top 25 right now, I do have
I disagree with a lot of those numbers.
Penn
but,
State.
Whoa.
I love their roster. I think they have the best running back core in the country. They have a top 10 defense in the country. I think they got the weapons on the outside this year. That's not my prediction, though. My prediction is actually Texas. As we're sitting here watching Arch, I'm not overreacting from week 1. He did have a slow start. Like I talked to you about this. Slow start, ended up rallying back. Their defense is legit. Like 14 points against Ohio State. I have Texas. I can see 3 other teams that I could see in there is Ohio State, Penn State, and Georgia. I like Georgia. I like Georgia this year. I think they take a step up from last year. I think they have the wide receivers to do it this year in Zachariah Branch, and it looks like actually our game is going to start just a little bit past normal time. So there's only 2:42 to go left in this half. Who's your national championship pick?
Well, I got Ohio State due to the even though they lost a lot of guys to the NFL, Julian Sand looked very good in week 1.
Yeah, he looks solid. Yeah,
I think he'll ease in more to the offense. Jeremiah Smith didn't look the best, but obviously everybody looked great in week 1. Alabama took a big shot this week, man.
Yeah,
Ryan Williams is out too. That sucks.
Yeah,
because he's out with a concussion.
Yeah, he didn't look good either. That's the problem. Like
he's not had over 100 yards since that Georgia game.
Man,
that's crazy to think about.
And to me, Ty Simpson looked solid. He just had a crap ton of pressure on. He had no time in that game.
How about your AP number 14 team in the poll?
Who is that? I'm not sure. I don't have it memorized.
They're in Columbia.
Oh, South Carolina. I think they're good. I think they have the high-end talent to be, like, high-end talent is national championship good.
Is too top-heavy?
No. Their trenches did not look good against Virginia Tech. And that is what wins championships is the offensive line and defensive line. It just didn't seem like they could contain Virginia Tech's pressure. And Virginia Tech's not bad. No. They're not a bad team.
Colin Jones actually looked good until he got pressured. And then when Dylan Stewart finally got on his butt, then he had to throw some, like, inherent throws.
If you play an SEC solid defensive line, I think there's going to be some trouble if that is the same performance as they had against them. So the high-end talent is there, 100%. It's just how does everything work around that, and how do the trenches look? Is that a fair evaluation right there?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you vote for Heisman or? Wow. He's going John Mateer on me.
No, I'm going Garrett Nussmeier. Too big of a win in week 1.
You said you don't overreact to week 1s.
No, I know. I preseason I thought he was gonna be the Heisman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what was I gonna ask you? You go. I'll come back.
Okay.
I have to keep yapping.
The game it seems about to start, and we're gonna take a quick break before the actual broadcast. So I want to get your score prediction and MVP for this Kentucky game. And if you pick a loss, how does Kentucky? If you were to pick a win, what would that look like for us? Like, how would we play? But just give me your overall prediction.
Well, to be completely honest, I got 35-21.
Okay.
Rebels.
So you got them covering?
Just because I think Austin Simmons is going to cause a lot of issues based off of not only the box score, my eyes, his wheels are nice. He has a lot of mobility in the pocket, able to read some good, read pressures, read the defense, and pick up on some keys. So just trying to figure that out. As far as I think the D line is also a little bit more beefy than we have offensive line wise, and you even saw some decent pressure on Calzada last week. I thought in some certain keys. I know there wasn't any sacks, but I think certain sides of the line were more pressured than others. So just trying to find the different keys and throwing the underneath shots. And if you are thinking of how to win, I think trying to get your receivers involved early and try to get that pass game opened up so that when you can pop that run, they're like, whoa. Then they have to bring the safety all the way down, and then you're like, oh, misdirection. Hit him a little play action, post shot, throw over the top, and get that key. So
real quick, we got 16 minutes left to go until kickoff for the Kentucky Ole Miss game here. So we can ramble on a little bit before we take a break before the broadcast. Continue on if you have any more here.
No, I mean I was just saying. I think a lot of it is just making sure that you understand going in that this defense is going to be beefy. They're going to have a lot of size. They're going to have a lot of athletic DBs, and knowing that this is not a Toledo. Not saying Toledo was great.
Yeah,
but this is SEC football.
Yeah, big difference.
Yeah,
big difference.
So you got to understand, this is the best way to think about it. Every guy on this field was probably the best player at their high school, which sounds stupid, but you got every player that's on this field touched, and they were a top player in their class, in their country, whatever. So they're meant to be here. So you have to understand that these are the highest of highs for college football, and you're not playing against maybe some walk on or some third string guy. No disrespect to that, but I'm just saying that there's a big difference.
Yeah. So before I give my official prediction, and then after I give my prediction, I'm going to ask you just two more questions, and then we will take a quick break here. But first thing is, it doesn't. This is what Adam Luckett has said from KSR. It doesn't seem like DJ Waller is going to play, which is our cornerback 2. The good news here is Tyron Nichols is the backup, and Kevis Thomas. Kevis Thomas was a 4-star transfer cornerback. So we have depth there. I don't think it's going to be a tremendous loss, and we don't play a lot of one-on-one coverage either.
No, you play a lot of zones, a lot.
Huh?
Yeah. You play a lot of zones.
Yeah, and that's how we beat Ole Miss last year. So I could see. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be that big of a loss. Obviously, you hate to see somebody get injured like that. So, Tyron Nichols had his best game as a Kentucky Wildcat last year against Ole Miss. So I just wanted to mention that. I don't think it's that big of a loss, but we had some depth there.
Yeah, I mean, I think cornerback was, though. You got to look at J.Q. Hardaway. Definitely after the way he started the game last week.
He's legit.
He's one of those veterans that we have back on our defense that we returned. Obviously, losing a lot of guys big in that room, like J.J. Weaver, losing Walker, losing who else did we lose? We lost a lot of linemen in general. Keyshawn Silver, we lost a lot of guys in there.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of pieces we got to pick up and move, and that's one of those few veterans that did return that we need back, obviously.
Yeah.
As we go on.
Yeah. So for my official prediction here, I already made my prediction last night with a video with Kentucky Football Nation. Go check that out if you guys haven't already. But anyways, I think that this is a major game, and I have us going 6-6. So I'm not changing anything right as of now of what I said from the preseason. If this game for both teams is in the 20s, I think Kentucky has a really good shot of winning it. Because that's the game that we want to play. We want to muck it up, sort of. Kick at 350? Yeah, that's what do you want to say? So we got 13 minutes until then. A kick at 350 for the Cats. And I have us winning this game 27-21, 6-point win for Kentucky. I think it's doable. I don't think I'm being really unrealistic here. Like I have us losing. I'm being completely honest. I have us losing to South Carolina. I think I have us losing like 5 or 6 in a row. I think like it's the Georgia, South Carolina, Texas, Tennessee because we can't get over that hump. Florida. I think I have us losing like 5 games in a row. So I'm not. I don't think I'm being truly unrealistic. I think the last 3 games of the year are really winnable, and I think these first 3 games here are winnable. Obviously, already a win for the Cats against Toledo, but I have us winning this game. Main reason we are better in the trenches than Ole Miss. A terrible team in Georgia State who was picked to finish last in the Sun Belt was able to get consistent pressure on Austin Simmons, and he's good. Don't get me wrong. He has the weapons. He has the system with Lane Kiffin. I think we get pressure on him. I think he makes mistakes. And I think we control the time of possession. I think we use the same strategy, kind of a game plan as last year to win this football game, and that's my prediction. And I kind of have a inside scoop here. Apparently, the student section is overcrowded. It is like overflowing, which is good because the crowd needs to be a factor in this game if we're going to win this one. We win this game if it is a 3-point ball game, swing whichever, in the fourth quarter. I feel good if this is a 3-point ball game. If we're up or if we're losing 3 points, I still feel good that we can win if that is the score going into the fourth quarter. If it is a game in the fourth quarter, I feel really, really confident, and we have a chance to win it, which I do have us winning. But that will wrap up the first ever Big Blue Breakdown broadcast pregame show here. Thank you, Kaz, for joining along. We will be back to broadcast the game. You got a play-by-play play here, and I will be your color announcer. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this one. We may pop back in about 3 to 4 minutes before game time. I mean, it says that it's going to be kicking off about in 10 minutes. So 3-4 minutes, make sure everything looks good on here. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to the first ever pregame show here, and we will be back shortly.
You mute?
All right, welcome back into the Big Blue Breakdown broadcast here. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this one. We are moments away from kickoff here. It's a big game, Cass.
It is very big game.
It is.
And obviously, like you said, students showing out. Looks like a pretty decent crowd at Kroger.
Yeah.
One thing I would say about Kentucky football, no negative connotation, but I feel like when you go into Death Valley or when you go into places like Neyland, you hear the name and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Then you're like, what? We're going to Kroger? Like, is that? I feel like we need to change the sponsor on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously the field looks great. I'm just saying, I don't feel like Kroger is that that intimidating.
No. But I am really excited for this one. I just wanted to introduce everybody again here. If you guys are just now tuning in, play-by-play announcer Cass Clay here, color announcer. I'm Jackson Thurman, obviously the host of the podcast and now first ever broadcast here. We are so excited. Biggest game of the year in my opinion for the Cats. Would you put this in that category?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a massive. Sorry, I'm very confused on his bio. They just put something out about how he graduated.
Oh yeah, he already graduated. Yeah, he started taking classes.
What year is he?
He's a redshirt freshman.
And he enrolled early?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait, did they say who is receiving the kickoff?
I did not hear that.
I hope it's them. The crowd seems good, though.
No, it seems loud. Hey, is Stoops motivated still?
Do you think if the Cats win this one, a whole bunch of fans will jump back on to the boat?
Well, I mean the definition of Kentucky sports is whoever's winning is what our school is. That's kind of how that works because football. They said while Wandell and Will were there that we were a football school, and then we had one more good year.
Simply.
I know,
we are.
I know, but then because that's when Cal started losing, and then when Pope came there, we started winning again. They're like, no, we're a basketball school. Football sucked.
Yeah.
So
I think they are receiving.
Yeah.
Man, this is. Here we go.
They are.
Here we go. All right. Again, play-by-play announcer Kaz, and I'm your.
You're all good. I stutter too. It's fine.
Color commentator. Crowd looks good.
It does.
They seem hype and.
Towels waving too. It's like Williams Brice type of stuff.
They did the blue white, so half is white, half is blue.
I like those chants. They do it with the Kroger advertisement where they go blue and white. It's pretty sick. Alrighty. Well, it looks like Ole Miss in the white jerseys with the baby blue helmets.
Yeah.
And
Kentucky in the I think it's white blue white. Or is it blue blue white?
I
we got white helmets on, blue jersey.
They're in blue. Yeah, they're blue jersey and
white blue
pants.
white. Yeah.
Yeah. Which now you don't really wear pants. It's kind of more short. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's above the knee. All right. Well, it looks like the kick will be lined up, checking both sides, and is ready to go. The kick is away, up in the end zone, and they take the touchback. Start at first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is a very big drive. I was mentioning this to you off air here. The first drive here, which is they're scripted. We have to stifle them early. This is a big thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they go down and get 7 early because it's scripted. If we stop them, that's a very, very big momentum shift towards us because they're so good. First drive of the second half and first drive of the first half. So this is a very big drive just in general for the both sides.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, that builds momentum, so you're going to have to take that from there.
Yeah, let's see how Brad White's defense reacts to this.
Looks like Simmons is in tight. The slot receiver moves out to the right side on the motion. Snap is taken, inside handoff up the middle. Looks like stuffed by 2 Wildcat defenders.
Rayner.
Looked like, number 7.
Davin Rayner.
Yeah, Rayner in on a tackle off the linebacker pressure. They're going tempo offense really quick as the corners press up. An RPO leak pass to number 2 on the outside. Looks like 6 was on the pursuit for the Cats.
JQ Hardaway
and
there.
that will be Hardaway.
Be a first down for them. They're going to get that quick game.
Again, getting that tempo in early, getting him settled, and they're already up at the line again. They look like they got 2 backs, one on each side, and play action pass on the left side. Ball a little wide. That looked like it was intended for number 2 Harrison, wide receiver.
That is a no. Excuse me. That's Wallace. Excuse me.
Oh.
It was. He's a transfer from Penn State.
Oh, I looked at his first name. Sorry, that was the right guy. Just wrong name. Handoff up the middle again. Number
Nice
5.
tackle.
That would be Lacey. Transfer. We talked about off the air a little bit. Hardaway in on the pressures. Again, it looks like our middle blitzes are actually containing. It's just that their tempo is speeding us up a little bit.
Third down. This is big right here to get off the field early. 3rd down and 6.
Trips on the left side. Right side is open on the base. One single back. Simmons looking in the pressure.
Gets pressure.
Evades.
Sacked.
And is a sack.
Let's go. That's big right there.
Looks like 92 maybe.
That'd be Khalil Saunders.
Yeah, I think that's what I read.
I know. No, that was McQueese
90.
Humphrey Grace.
90.
Very big transfer for us. Get right there from South Dakota State, FCS, All-American right here. Gets in on the action. We have what is this? It's a 3-man pressure, and we get to the quarterback. That's a very good sign so far for the Cats, and an early punt here for the Ole Miss Rebels. This is a great start because they're so good, scripted. That's a penalty, yes sir. He hit him before the ball got there on the punt.
Yeah.
Ty Bryant. It's a penalty, so Kentucky's going to be, was that 15-yard penalty?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're looking around the 30 right here.
Yeah, that should be 15 yards forward motion. That should be a first down.
Kick catching interference by number 13 from Ole Miss. Good start so far. You get the stop to start the. Man, that's not even close. He gets hit way before he touches the ball there, but you get the stop against their scripted drive, which is big, and that's what they're really really good at. Now you have the ball in good field position. It looks like at the 35 here to start the drive. This is a good start here. Let's see how Calzada and the offense goes.
Looks like one running back, as the tight end comes in motion left to right, takes the snap.
That's
handoff. Dowdell up the left side. Handoff. Looks like he lost about 1 on the heavy pressure.
Calzada's 24-9 in his career. That's not a bad stat line right there.
No, definitely for how many different offenses he's played in.
Yep.
Adjustments are very big.
We have to get him settled into the game with quick passes
Yeah,
here.
very. Looks like he'll take the flat underneath. No, he'll dump it off to Deldo under.
Maybe 3 there.
Maybe about 2 on the short pass and pickup. Just trying to move the ball, get them eased in a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to do their best job with that. But again, their defensive line with Ole Miss is very, very solid, very competitive. So you kind of have to read the keys and just figure it out from there.
We have to be able to convert here, and we can't get in long down and distances like this. So if we can convert here, that'd be big. But we have to stay out of these situations early like this.
And they're barely taking any time off the clock either. Like this has been a quick stop. You talk about time and possession too. Zach Calzada under pressure evades, goes out to the left side, throws it, batted down by 16.
Yes, sir. That's a penalty.
PI.
PI.
Comes in.
That was a pass to Willie. I actually thought he had a solid pocket. He tried to make a play out of that right there though.
Yeah.
And gets a PI against Willie Rodriguez.
I think he saw the hole though that was coming in from the side, so then he just went upfield and tried to make a play.
Well, it looks like he just wraps his arm around him. That's a good play from the DB, but
no, that kind of honestly.
Oh, never mind. It was a penalty on us against Willie right there.
Yeah, I was about to. Well, I was not sure if he bear bad news, but that looked like very good coverage from the defensive back.
Well, Mark Stoops looks motivated and mad.
He's very motivated.
Let's see here where the penalty
anger.
is.
I don't see
a penalty on both.
I don't see a DB though.
I don't see a penalty on the DB. I don't see a penalty on Willing right there on the replay.
Yeah.
I just see it just a physical play.
I mean, they declined it, so it would be the same outcome either way.
Okay, we need to try to pin them back here. Aiden Ross was a All-American at the FCS level, actually, so let's see. Good punt from him.
Looks like it's high up in the air. I don't know if the ball split or what it was, but
they're having a 35, just like us. So, do you think this will be okay? So we're going into our first TV timeout here. From what we've seen, is this going to be a defensive battle for most of the game?
I think honestly, their offense. I think both their offenses have kind of learned what the defense is kind of reading, because obviously those first few drives are always scripted, like you talked about.
Just trying to see what the defense does.
So now they're going to make adjustments off of that.
Yeah,
and it's honestly, I know you talked about our D line, but it's honestly how we cover Simmons' run, because he can pass. But you talked about it too.
He tried to escape on that one.
He has wheels, so you got to understand when to blitz him, when to not, and when to read the quarterback eyes to see what he's thinking or what's going to happen.
Right. Not a bad start for our defense. Obviously, I think our offense is just trying to get a feel of what we're doing right here. I think we got to stay ahead of the chains. Like, what killed us right there was the first down run. If you get 3 to 4 yards right there, that's a different drive. But we got to stay ahead of the chains. We're going to be right back here for our first ever broadcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in just a second once the game comes back around. And we are back here, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this one. And it seems like it looks like Austin Simmons may got banged up just a little bit on the last sack there, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like a bike. He might have just got a leg cramp or something. Outside handoff.
Nice.
5 Lacey. Massive stop.
Sam Green, Ty Bryant, and McQueese Humphrey Grace on the tackle right there.
That's really good pressure. Around the edge.
We have to make them one-dimensional and have Austin Simmons try to win them the game. So I like our run defense so far.
They're bringing a lot of blitzers. Throwing an RPO pass, looks like a 5-yard in as he cuts up the side and finally gets pushed out of bounds by Ty Bryant again. But they're moving tempo. They're moving quick, trying to see the reads and get this off balance here. They're already lined up again. Looks like overload on the left as they bring the slot in motion. They hand it off to the left, Lacey, as again the run defense stops.
McCrease Humphrey Grace again. Oh, that's Khalil Saunders again. This time, excuse me. man, if we can just slow down their pass, it seems like our run defense is fine.
No, the run defense is getting a lot of stops, but it's just the pass cannot. The pass is getting fried.
Yep.
And that makes Ty Bryant come across field to go get a tackle that should be covered by a DB.
I want to see some pressure here. Maybe on the pass, maybe that'll help us a little bit. But they're getting quick passes out.
Yeah, they're going to split with 2 receivers each wide. Simmons throws it over the top.
Nice.
Intended, but just
Alex
overthrown.
Safari. That's probably our best defender right there in Alex Safari. 3rd down and 10
Yeah.
already.
Gotta get a big stop.
Cam Old's already got some pressure a little bit right there. They're probably in they're in field goal range from here, but a stop right here would be the biggest part right here if we're able to get one here.
Looks like checking the line to see the play as maybe makes an audible or an adjustment of some sort. Simmons reads the left side.
It's caught. Oh, it's incomplete. Nice defense there by Tyron Nichols. It looks like that was caught for a little bit.
I thought it was too.
Yeah. That's a big stop right there.
So now they're what, going for field goal?
Let's see here. That's a big stop right there, though. 4th down and 10 now. It looks like they're going to attempt a field goal here. He's 6 for 6 career, 50-plus yards. That's really good. Career long is only 50. I don't want to say only. It's 54. 51-yard attempt here. Let's see what the crowd can do. But even if he hits this, you stop a touchdown possibly right there. That's big.
I mean, obviously, with that offensive momentum they were already building with that first drive.
He missed it.
He doinked it off the side.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
Now that brings all the momentum back after the stop.
Yep.
So
and now we get in good field position. That's a big stop right there, and that's, to me, that's complemented to our defense. And it seems in the first couple of drives here, we have made Ole Miss beat themselves. We've put ourselves in good position, and they're just hurting themselves.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think a lot of that is also adjusting and trying to call those audibles late. Definitely with a louder crowd like that, they're able to affect that and cause some confusion and miscommunication within the headsets and within the offense.
Yeah. So right now our defense looks good. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think our run defense looks good. I think our pass defense, obviously on that last play, showed up, but some of our DBs are getting a little off balance.
Yeah.
I think that tempo has a lot of things to do with it.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that they'll use to their advantage down the stretch because they'll be able to, go a little 2-run and then they'll slow it down, then they'll speed it up and get kind of mess with our timing, so we don't know which play they'll speed it up and we'll get caught off guard. So we'll just have to adjust to that and be ready for tempo at any point.
Yeah, I do like what I've seen so far though. Looks like we're getting solid pressure on him as well, and that's when he has had incomplete passes. So consistent pressure, as I talked about. But to me now, this is a big drive. You want a long, lengthy drive now. Waste some of that clock. Let the defense get a break because they've been playing so well, and they were out there 2 quick times. So let them get a break, and even if it's a field goal, let's go put up some type of points here to take the lead. And a fast start is very necessary for this game. But we will be right back here on the Big Blue Breakdown. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, a solid start for the Cats. Definitely, obviously still in, but solid start for them. We will be right back. And we are back, guys, as Kentucky takes the field offensively here. This is a big drive. We were just talking about this here. We need a long, lengthy drive here. Get down the field, put up some type of points here, and control the time of possession.
Looks like they go to
McGowan?
McGowan again. So I can. Well, they're 2 and 3, so it's kind of hard to read the number. Big inside blitz, tackle for loss. Looks like about a loss of. Oh, they go forward progress. Okay, maybe 2, 3, maybe. On that carry from McGowan. Also, I mean, they're bringing both those guys in. I think it's good to have 2 fresh running backs.
Yeah,
definitely with the system the scheme that they run.
Yeah, 4 yards on that first carry, which is good. I mean, we want to see us stay ahead of the chains here. This is a big play here for that.
Yeah, you got trips on the left. They throw a screen
Kendrick
pass
Law.
to Kendrick Law.
That's a penalty. That's
flag in the backfield. Probably holding, I assume.
That's a play that you love to see, though, from Kendrick right there. As you were alluding to, a big player. Man, we cannot have a penalty if it's on us here.
Well, Ole Miss kept saying holding too, so. Yeah, I mean that was a split. That was a split open gap, and obviously threw it to the speed, and then just got killed with the holding shot right there.
Penalties declined. It was a legal formation.
So how did it get declined if it's what? If they decline the penalty, he got a first down.
So are the wide receivers technically in the backfield right there?
Yeah, on that he's they're behind the line of scrimmage, but they're inside the backfield. So that would actually cause one, which I didn't see that pre-snap.
Yeah.
Calzada has 2 wide receivers stacked on the left as Law comes in motion, trips on the left now. Calzada looking for a receiver, has pressure, evades, goes to his left, swings it to McGowan, and the ball gets dropped.
You got to catch that, man. That was a good throw over that DB. You got to catch that.
Very, very, very poised throw too.
It was.
That was a very good read, eyes wise from him.
You got to catch that. That's a chunk play that we're talking about. Perfectly put ball over there. Man, you got to catch that.
That was right over his fingers too.
Yeah.
Like literally right on the money.
Man, those are 2 plays right there where you have chunk plays. Like, at least to me now, we know that we can have those chunk plays, but we got to execute on them.
Calzada has trips on the left, 1 receiver on the right. Looks off his back foot. Daldo on the screen pass. Evades 2 tackles, get out of bounds. That'll bring up about 4th and 3, maybe 2.5.
Does that mean we're in a 4th down position here where we're going? Yeah, probably going for it here. You call that play to get solid yards, so it's a short 4th down play right here. So looks like we're going for it on 4th down and 2. You got the best short yards back in the country in Dante Dowdell. He was the best short yards back at Nebraska. Do you force feed him right here?
Well, they just took him out, so I would guess he's not in on this play, which would not make any sense to me.
I think it's going to be a timeout here.
Yeah, they're going to run the clock down and then call timeout. I was about to say that.
Yeah, it's a timeout.
The bug made it look like a delay. All right, so they charged their first one of the half.
Do you stick with going with it here?
Definitely with how our defense is playing, I would not.
How our defense is playing, they're playing good.
I'm saying with our defense playing that well, I would not take the risk because I think
you're putting it in a bad spot.
I think that's putting it in a bad spot. I would trust our defense to go get a stop to get us a more favorable.
That's fair enough. Okay, option. I thought you were saying you misspoke and saying
no.
We trust them in that position.
Our defensive pressures are killing them on the run.
Yeah.
And to make Simmons have to make those throws, I would
fair
trust
enough.
that better than having to go 4th and 2 in the first quarter.
Yeah, I understand. man, if you simply catch that ball right there.
Right over the fingertips too. That was right on the money. And
Yeah,
he
I
just-
like
he
what I've
just
seen from
totally
Zach
missed it.
Calzada. The play
No,
calling solid right
He
now.
looked poised, and offense is making good reads and
Yeah.
calling good plays, and everything is
We just got to
everything is
execute at the
going
very
well.
end.
Yeah.
Yep. This is a big spot right here. If we end up going for it, if we get it, that'll be huge, obviously. If we don't get it, our defense isn't in the best situation, but we'll be right back to talk to you guys about that in just a second. And welcome back in, everybody. We are not going for it here. 4th down and 2. I think they would have went for it if they were at the 50 or past the 50. Now you have a chance to punt it deep here in your own territory. Let's see where this punt goes.
Looked pretty high, but actually carried pretty well.
Yeah. What is that, like the 18, 19 right there?
18 or 19-yard line.
That's a good position for our defense here. We have to have some longer drives, though. I like what I've seen from our defense. I think we're matching up well against them. We have to have longer drives, though, offensively. If we catch that ball right there, that's a flip of a script of a drive right there. We got to make those plays right there. The crowd looks good. The crowd's into it. Obviously, the missed field goal last time. So let's see what the Cats can do here now for the defense's 3rd time being out on the field.
Sorry, very random, but that could be a good game.
Vanderbilt, Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
I got Virginia Tech winning that one. At home.
Whoa. Simmons has 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. RPO pass again to the curl on the right side. JQ Hardaway brings him down. Medium-sized gain will be about maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah, I would agree.
Again, they've hit that RPO curl like 3 times.
Yeah.
Inside handoff. Is that number 9?
Number 5. I think that might be Kewan Lacey. Yeah.
Lacey's again.
3rd down here.
That's kind of been their mix of their offense, hitting quick RPOs and hitting inside runs. No splashes yet.
Direct snap.
Direct HB snap, 1st down. That's smart.
He got it. But that was, he didn't get anything there really for the whole drive here. Yeah, that was a nice play.
I'm just saying that caught us off guard because I think they were looking at maybe another RPO or something short.
Yeah.
And they just snapped it right to him.
I like how quick we're getting into third downs, though.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Their drives are very fast, but our drives are really fast. So
Yeah.
I feel like our defense has had to stay on the field, both defenses. Like, offensive drives haven't been that long. Bobbled snap. Thrown.
Picked off!
Top, Ty Bryant.
Let's go, baby. Good return here, hopefully.
Up the seam, too.
Let's go. Got that turnover that we needed, baby.
That was on the where do you spot
My
that
keys?
at?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's a big turnover, though. That was we made him make a mistake. That's what we're talking about. Now our offense is in a good position. We have to capitalize on this moment now that the defense has put us in a great situation. Again, do we get solid pressure here? I'm watching it back here. Obviously, Ty Bryant makes a nice play here. Bobbled snap, and we get pressure off the edge.
That was honestly just great eyes and kept his eyes up on the ball. Obviously, that receiver he's supposed to cover was over on the flat, so he's able to just pop up over the top and make a play.
That's big. That's a momentum shifter right there. And again, the team who has won the last 3 games in this matchup is the team who has won the turnover battle. That's a big one right there. Now we need to capitalize with 7 right here.
Calzada in the shotgun. Hand off to Daldo up the left side.
That's a good run.
8, maybe.
Yeah.
7.
That's a good run to stay out of the chains. That's big right there.
I mean, if you can get those positive gains on first and second down, set up your third and short.
Yep.
Get the offense playbook more advanced and make Simmons have to make those plays to beat you. That's where you get put in a good spot.
2nd down and 1. I mean, you stay ahead of the chains here. I mean, you got the best shortage yard, or do you take a shot here towards the end zone when you got 2 downs to go?
I mean, this could be the opportunity, but they're playing on one high safety, so I'd probably stay away from it. Ooh.
I think they are setting that Kendrick Law sweep up. They've gone to an inside zone both times with the fake sweep. I think it's going to be 3rd down and 2 here, 3rd down and 1 still.
I think they lost 1 maybe, but I could be wrong.
On the run there, it's going to be 3rd down and 1 here for Kentucky. Very manageable here, obviously.
Oh, very, very, very.
Yeah.
Definitely with their running back room. I might sub in
McGowan here. Yeah, he's here. You got Caddis here. It's going to look like me QB sneak. Got it. Nice push right there for Zach Calzada with the 1st down for Kentucky.
That was just quick awareness, able to set the play, and then they kind of got caught off guard with the snap time.
Yep.
And just able to move the line, move your feet, and move the chains.
Yep. We have to be able to have a good 1st down play here, though. Take time off the clock as they're doing. Let the defense rest. They put you in this situation. You were able to get pressure on a young quarterback. Let's capitalize on that now. And then your defense goes out there with full confidence.
He was in the shotgun empty backfield, throws over the top. Looked like intended for
It was intended for Josh Caddis. It looks like Mark Stoops with a penalty flag here. Looked like he got tripped up. I mean that.
Either that or.
I think he hit. I think his leg hit the defender's leg, and they both fell. I don't think that was actually in double coverage. I think that guy showed up after the ball was. 2nd down 10 anyways here on an incomplete pass from Calzada.
Laws in motion. They might go sweep right here.
Yep, here they go. He's going to get the edge here. Good. What a block by McGowan there.
That was a big tone setter. Definitely getting that hole and able to hit the edge.
They were setting that up there. They were setting that up. That's a good play right there. I think it's going to be like 3rd down and 3 here. He's got the speed on the outside. That's a great block by McGowan. He's got the speed to beat a guy one-on-one. You got to get the ball to him in space, as we said. Like, you've seen what he did on that screen. I like the quick passes to him. It looks like he's in the backfield here now for the Cats. 3rd down and 2.
I could see a pitch, unless they double it. Nope.
McGowan. Looks like a 1st down. First down, Kentucky. They're bringing in the chains, I think. I like that little that formation
that
there.
That double back can cause a lot of issues, not knowing if it's a pitch, if it's an inside handoff, what it is.
First down and goal for the Cats.
Hey, I'd look for it in the slot right here, thrown underneath, because they've had Law in a lot of different spots.
Yeah.
Either that or go to the tight end, because that's a big option in the red zone.
Yeah. And the tight ends look good week 1. They had, I think, 5 out of our – or they had more than 5. I think they had 8 out of the 10 completions. Hand off to Dowdell on the right side. Slips. He may make it back to the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah. Small gain again, but their gap schemes on the D-line are getting stops and able to evade pressure, trying to just make the right reads, but again, just a lot of different looks.
I like the time waste here, though. To me, you're going to get points no matter what here if you don't turn the ball over. I like the time of possession, 7:20 Kentucky, 5 minutes Ole Miss, so that's a really good sign, and we already have a turnover here, and we got a chance to put the ball in the end zone here. I like this for the Cats here. Hopefully they can get this playoff with 3, 2, 1.
Timeout Kentucky, I think. 2nd and a half.
That has to get better right there. You have to know what is coming. That's not – well, I want to say that's a big issue right now in the first half, but in the second half, if that happens, you can't waste timeouts, especially if it's a close game like that. So that has to be fixed in the second half.
And you said even like with the turnover battle, every game we've had has kind of been really tight, so definitely on the stretch they can't have those mistakes mentally.
No. You got to get that corrected now. But still, we're in a good position here. 2nd down and goal. We had that sweep to Law was big right there, and we're staying ahead of the chains at least as of now. We need to have a solid play here to get us down inside the 5, and then I feel really confident about a touchdown here. The pocket for Zach Calzada has looked clean.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Lions doing a great job blocking. They just got to set up some other options for Law and McGowan and Dowdell.
You got one-on-one here.
Timeout or stoppage or
timeout called by Ole Miss here.
Ole Miss charges timeout.
Maybe Lane Kiffin didn't like the look that Ole Miss defense had here. I don't see really a reason to call a timeout other than that. Maybe another quick break for their defense here. But you're able to keep our defense off the field now, fresh, and go back out there full confidence with, obviously, a pick on the last one from Ty Bryant. Overall thoughts here right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think defensively we're getting stops. Just offense, we got to – obviously some guys are getting in a really good groove, but some things are a little off, so you just got to go hit your guys. Again, I think they're doing a decent job easing them in. But there's just a lot of big things that need to happen to get the job done. Definitely, it's only in the first quarter, but you got to put points up while you can. You can't waste opportunities, and definitely in a defensive game like this. Calzada set up for 2nd and goal here. Brings tight end in motion. Yep. McGowan left side handoff up the gut.
Touchdown!
Across the
Let's go.
line.
Let's go. That was a big run
board
from Seth McGowan. What a big touchdown right there.
He looks like Darren Waller. You know that?
Yeah.
Tight end?
Didn't he retire?
Yes.
That's a big touchdown right there for Kentucky. Man, we got the early lead. Still in the first quarter. I absolutely love it for Kentucky. Jacob Conway, and the extra point is good. 7-0 Kentucky. Seth McGowan gets a nice hole from Jagger Burton here, I think. Jagger Burton gets a nice hole, and then he just fights to the end zone there. Man, what a great start for the Cats. I think a nice block right there by Caddis, too, was able to get a good push. This is a big start we were talking about. Now you got to control the game from a time and possession standpoint.
Yeah, obviously, like you were talking about, we have the control of the clock as far as minutes go and time goes. Just again, trying to establish that run, keeping it going, but then obviously trying to open it up to more options rather than just motions and inside handoffs, trying to get the pitches going, trying to maybe throw some options in there.
Yeah.
Some tight end shots to Caddis, maybe some posts like splash plays, trying to get Kendrick Law some other options. Just trying to obviously make it simple when it needs to be, but when you are able to hit a splash play, try to affect it because then they wouldn't see it coming.
Yeah. What was I about to say here? I think this is obviously the start that we were looking for. I think Seth McGowan made up for that drop pass right there with that touchdown. Moving forward, we're going to have to pass the ball better. I like the looks given to Kendrick Law, like trying to get it quickly in his hands, get into space, do his thing. It's a good start right now for the Cats, especially when you look at preseason expectations. Troy is still up on Clemson. Oh, it's a delay. Excuse me. Kansas, you're doing good there. 21-6. That's a good pick right there.
I told you Jalen Daniels is like that. No offense to Missouri, but
yeah. So I wasn't high on Missouri going into the year. I just thought they have enough.
Definitely not an SEC play, but I think Jalen Daniels, they got a decent shot to win that Big 12. They're so wide open.
Yeah.
Austin Simmons looks like a tight formation. They bring a wide receiver around.
It's a
QB keeper though.
Nice. That might at the line of scrimmage.
Saunders.
At the line of scrimmage there, Khalil Saunders with a stop. They can't get their running game going, which is big for us right now.
And the crowd's getting up too.
Yeah. And it's such a big thing that we have the lead now. And so with a touchdown, it's not like our offense can't respond.
Yeah. You got split open as they try to hit the curl again and readjust. Throws it over the top, overthrown.
Looks like some miscommunication right there.
I think he was first looking for the curl,
and
then he double moved and he tried to go over the top. So just again miscommunication from the quarterback to receiver there.
J.Q. Hardaway had some good coverage here though. He doesn't really bite on that double move at the very beginning there, which is big. 3rd down and 9. This is a big stop right here and can put us in a really good position.
You got trips on the left
Pressure.
Receiver.
Picked. Ty Bryant again. We got pressure. Ty Bryant takes. Let's go, baby.
Up the seam.
Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Ty Bryant having a day.
He's on it today. Great IQ from I saw the ball. Just kind of he took the pressure and then was able to evade it with a nice cut to the ball.
Yeah. We were able to get pressure on him right there. This is, again, the big thing. 2 turnovers now. Man, the pass rush from David Gusta laid that dude out. Bad. It wasn't a bad read. It's just the pressure here.
Yeah.
Picked off by Ty Bryant.
Great in-state talent, too, from Douglas.
Yeah.
Great Kentucky guy. Been here set his time. First year didn't really get to play. I think he played a little bit, so he couldn't redshirt. But man, only a junior, solid guy, solid player.
Yeah, that's a big pickoff right there.
2 INTs for Simmons today too.
He had 2 in the first quarter against Georgia State as well. Handoff, Dante Dowdell to the right side.
Looks like their D tackle on the left got that in there. Brown.
Yeah, 96 flag. I think that might be a face mask.
That's what I thought. Left side of it.
Yeah, he had a nice stop. It just it was so unnecessary to bring him down with the face mask. That's big though. Again, they're beating themselves, and we're yeah. I mean, that's a face mask all day. If we can capitalize here, get up by 2 touchdowns. Does that not, to you, change the whole script of this game?
Well, I mean, and you get the ball to start. I know it's a long way, but you get ball to start second half. So if you can put a drive up score and then get maybe one more score before halftime,
even if it's
and
3
then
points.
get the ball back, yeah.
This
Even
is
get the ball back. That's a game changer.
the defense is obviously the MVP so far, but man,
Calzada takes the snap, looks in the middle, goes
Brings
to his
down.
left, and gets sacked.
first sack of the season right there. I thought he had enough time to get a ball out. I think he just hesitated. It looked like he pump faked right there. You got to hit Carly Gilmore right there in the middle. He was open. I mean, other than that, the offensive lines look good, but obviously you can't have that, you know what I mean, consistently.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously, pocket pressure is one thing that we can't have during the game. Handoff up the middle. Dell again. Looks like maybe 3 on the carry.
End of the first quarter.
That'll bring us to the end of 1.
We're in a great spot right now. Like, completely honest, we're in a great spot.
And Simmons is not able to make as many reads as I thought he was able to, and the Wheels is kind of out of the factor because he's trying to make the quick passes out of the pocket. So.
Yeah, we at least have to put up a field goal here. Our defense is putting us in great positions. If our offense is able to capitalize consistently, I love it. Great start for the Cats in the first quarter. I have to update now the thing, but we will be right back here on the Big Blue Breakdown broadcast first ever. Okay, we are back here. I know we missed the third down here, but Kentucky now up 10-0. I know I just changed it to 7. I will change that really quickly, but what was it you said?
They just threw a flat to Kendrick Law over the top, trying to just play it safe to get the field goal at least, because I knew on 3rd and 15 I didn't want to take any risks, because I knew they basically had a guaranteed 3. So just taking the right play there.
Yeah. Do you think it's smart to set up that so we're at least a two score?
Yes, I mean that's basically what I meant.
Yeah.
The last one was just trying to get the right play, the smart play, taking it underneath early, and trying to get the easy points.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like anything is going wrong with the defense right now. Man, do the Cats on defense look good, and the offense is doing enough. They're doing enough after they have a good good play from their defense. They're able to capitalize enough for us to be up 10-0 right now.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think that the offense is obviously it's not perfect, and not everything can be always clicking, but I think they're being as stable as they can be to at least keep us scoring enough to make them have to go score.
Yeah.
Obviously, our offense is not built for a track meet. It's built for long, sustained drives, run the ball down the throat, and make them have to work for points. So
right.
That's what they're trying to do.
He's 3 for 9 today, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, I mean, I think they got to ease them into the offense. I think their play calling is also a lot of splash plays, and obviously I saw it last week. But again, SEC defenses are totally different. No matter if you play Mississippi State or if you play Georgia. I was gonna say Bama, but they don't even look good anymore.
Here we go.
RPO curl again. They've hit that play each side a lot. JQ Hardaway in on the tackle as they go tempo.
Changing the thing here to 10-0. There we go. Now we're better.
Simmons out of the pocket, throws over the top.
Ooh, almost another pick by Kashid Scott.
Yeah, he was right on top of the ball. I thought he might get his hands in there and try to make a play, and he tried to stay tight with the receiver to get a stop. But good pursuit there for the ball though, from the Wildcats defense.
The defense looks really good right now. 2nd down and 10. This would be a big down right here to set up 3rd down. Nice run.
Lacey, yeah, that looks like about 7, maybe 6 or 7, something like that. up to 3rd down now as they try to go get move the chains, but
this will be a big stop again.
Yeah, I would guess another run, but we'll see. That this formation could cause a lot.
He didn't get it. It was a
yard.
It was a QB draw right there, it seemed.
Yeah, Simmons took it up with a draw. That looks like a yard short, probably. Look.
Yep, they're going for it. This is big. If we get a stop here, this is offense at the 50.
I would call sneak right here. No.
4th down and 1.
To me, because I mean, so many college teams use it now. I would. That's
just like Kentucky did.
I mean, it seems smart.
I think it's timeout Kentucky.
This user, yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Ooh.
They moved the ball. So we got the refs actually cheating here for Ole Miss with a fake 1st down. Yep, it's going to be something. It's crazy here. Or not crazy.
Oh, 2 over the top.
I think he's down at the 1. That was a good play call.
That was really good awareness from Simmons, though, off the read, thinking it was a sneak, and just caught up to the ball. Again, going fast, trying to get the defense off balance here. really heavy set.
Halfback direct again.
Snap, yeah.
He's in.
He's in there. Really good awareness of late in those last two plays from the offense, getting the calls and getting them back on the board.
I think they're gonna be going for 2. Man, that was a gutsy play call. Let me say that. That was a gutsy play call.
Well,
there.
I think too. Back on that play, the DBs were blitzing inside, so when they audibled to the outside post, they had to back it all the way up, and they were anticipating going forward. So when they had to backpedal, definitely with a fast receiver like that on the outside, you have to use your hips, and I don't think they spun the hips as well.
This is why getting an early lead matters, because their offense again is good enough to put up points, and our defense has played really well. Like, yes, that play happened, but this is why getting up is big. So 10-7 now. Kentucky still with the lead. This is a big drive from Kentucky's offense. If you're able to put up another 7 here, keep it at a 2-score lead and make them battle back, which they can, but it's a lot harder to do. But we'll be right back here on the Big Blue broadcast. All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back in. I will get this graphic updated here in just a second. But Calzada is in the gun.
Looks like you got two receivers on the left.
McGowan to the right. About a 5-yard run there for McGowan.
Yeah, maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Sizable gain, though.
That's the plays that we need first down to stay ahead of the chains for sure.
Yeah, I think both the running backs are splitting the reps pretty well, trying to mix them all in and getting them all some pretty decent, sizable gains, trying to keep both of them fresh. And that's something good about having a 2 running back system.
Ooh, Troy Stellato. There was some pressure there on Zach Calzada, but Troy Stellato was able to have a nice catch there.
Yeah, and that was a low ball, a good catch, and able to turn his hips, speed up, and make a good play.
He is a very good. That's an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Well, did he have his hand underneath there? They're gonna check it. Did he? That's an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
That's got to be a better throw, anyways, though, right there. But what I was saying was he is a slot receiver from Clemson, who was really, really good while he was at Clemson. I think we need to get him in space like that. Obviously, with the better throw right there, that would have been a first down. But I think it's most likely going to be a 2nd down and 10. We'll be right back here on the Big Blue broadcast. Alrighty, we're back here, and Zach Calzada drops back here, and it's incomplete pass to Willie Rodriguez as it is 4th down. 5. Now, guys, we're going to just switch to excuse me, I'm losing the name here. Just a Kentucky versus Ole Miss graphic here. We will be back with probably a part 2 of this. The OBS is just killing my battery here. So everything has been very, very smooth. No technical problems as of yet. But we'll be back with the video in the second half. Try to get up a graphic here as we can just talk about it.
Punt's up high. Punt is up very high. Looks like it might go out about, stopped about the 29.
It's a pretty good punt from our 20?
Yeah.
30-yard
So
punt.
Simmons and crew will take over around the 29-yard line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Just use this bad boy here. Okay. We're just going to use this little graphic here for the rest of the first half, and then we will be back with just video, or just normal, in the second half. But everything's been going smoothly. Thank you, guys. I think we have like 16 people that have watched. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this one. And this is a big drive right here because you want to hold them off from taking the lead or tying this up right now.
Yeah, looks like one running back goes to the RPO curl again. They've hit that play almost. I think I've counted 6 times. They've ran that only in the first half, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter yet.
We got to get consistent pressure like we've had on him. That's the biggest thing. 2nd down and 1 now. We're getting them to quick 3rd downs.
They go counter on the run. Gets a really good gain.
It's
almost
a flag.
up to the 50. But Laundry is on the field, so we'll check this out real quick.
I think it might be a late hit on Kentucky. Well, no, they're moving back. No, but no, never mind. It was hands to the face. On the defensive line here. So it's a 1st down for Ole Miss on a 15-yard penalty. You cannot have self-inflicted wounds right there. We got to bend, but don't break here for the Cats with 10:49 to go in the second quarter. Cats up 3, though, 10-7. And if you're able to keep them around this same spot, they would have to punt, I think, from here, where they are now.
Looks like an inside handoff, but might be a false start.
Against Ole Miss here. That's big.
Yeah. That brings them back, and again, it's all. I feel like football definitely with home field advantage in college.
Yeah.
Momentum is so big, not only to get your fans riled up and stuff, just in general, for the team, players on the field, coaches on the field, everything.
Yep. 1st down, 15 now. The clock rolling. They're out there, like 45 here. That quick curl again.
Simmons hit the curl again on the right side, trying to pull 3 linebackers across, gets the 1st down and going tempo again.
1st down into the 20 here. Alexander with the catch. Handoff.
They go up the left. Good tackling there, though.
Yeah, by Steven Souls.
Because they've tried to – Lacey's tried to hit that outside gap, and they've started to be able to film some multiple bodies.
Yeah.
Early on, they didn't really blitz as much. I think they're starting to bring more pressure inside, more than just the line. They're starting to send less fronts and more DB pressures.
Yep. It's a trick play here.
Fake outside pitch. I thought that tricked me right there.
Direct snap again. It's a big 3rd down here. You got to have a bend, don't break. Like, you just can't give up the lead right here. If they tie it, it's whatever.
Because I'd rather them tie it and
right.
then us get the ball, drain the clock, maybe get 2 straight possessions if you really, really, really use the clock right.
And then you got the ball coming out of halftime. You got to play smart here. This is a big 3rd down and 4.
It's empty set. QB draw up the middle. Great. That was I know he scored, I think. Yeah, score. But that was a very good awareness play juke-wise because he juked out 2 DBs right back in the row and avoided a hit
They've
as
ran
well.
that play multiple times, too. And he's short. He's short, yeah. He's short at the 1. Yeah, so this is not a touchdown.
They're probably going to sneak. They're at the 1.
Yeah, he's down. Yeah. We gotta be aware of them running this play often. This should be a quick review, though.
Any check up on the Kansas game?
Let me go see real quick. Uh, 21-15. Kansas is up. 1:30 to go in the second quarter. Mizzou, 3rd down and 7. Ball on the 7 of Kansas, though. So, I mean, it'll probably be, at the very least, a 18-21 game here by the end of halftime. He was short of the goal line, I think he says. Yeah. Nine minutes to go left in the first quarter here. Kentucky up 10-7. Ole Miss at the 1-yard line. You're obviously hoping for a. Well, they're gonna go probably direct snap here.
Yeah, they've ran that fake huddle, and they did exactly what you said.
Loss of yards there. That's big. I think Gatson and Rain are in the backfield there. That's a big stop right there, though. If you can get a field goal out of this, I mean, that would be a win. Them getting it down to the 1 and then stopping them.
Yeah, I mean that's a big momentum play again. Definitely with college football stuff. Oh, whoa.
4 people in the backfield.
Oh my gosh.
Another direct snap. He got it this time.
I'm telling you, their size on their lines are something in the trenches that most teams in the SEC have to contend with every week. And that's a bigger running back, looks like there, too, as well.
Damian Taylor. I think he's their running back, too, but I think he's their short yardage back. So it's going to be probably, if he hits this here, 14. What you want now, obviously, we still got to give it up to the defense for being in this game right now. We have to have a long drive here and put up some points at least, and then maybe hold them the last possession and then get the ball back. You at least put up some points here, and that would probably be the goal, I think, of this drive. But drain the clock here with the run. But we'll be right back here on the Big Blue Breakdown, and we'll have the camera back up in the second part of this live. I forgot to change. Oh, I don't know why. We are on here. Here we go. I just want to. I will change. I will update all the graphics once it comes into the second half, and we will have the video back. But for now, with this graphic, it'll save a lot of time as the clock winds down.
That's like third almost delay of game that they had to charge a timeout for, and that's at home. That's not even on the road.
Yep. Yeah, so Ole Miss is playing this smartly. When that happens, they can make a substitution, and we have to wait on them.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're just trying to adjust and figure things out, so then that way that has to mess with Calzada and the offense.
Yeah. $8:24 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to try to write this out here with 6% left on my computer. We'll be writing it out to the very, very end here, but I will for sure, we will for sure be back up in the second half. It may delay a halftime update, but we can see how this goes. Not a lot of time left in the second half, but the first quarter, excuse me, second quarter. Gosh, I'm messing this up.
Looks like Kendrick Law's out on the motion. QB keeper.
Well, that's
Looks
a good.
like
There we go.
Rodriguez up the
Sorry.
side. No, you're good.
There we go. That's a good play from Willie. There's a flag. Hopefully, it's not on us here.
Holding or something.
A little late hit on Zach
late
Calzada. He did have pressure.
It was in the backfield, so I couldn't see what was roughing the passer.
Yep, that's big.
Nice.
That was a good play, though. Like, I like that.
That's something that you see. Like Carolina runs all of that stuff, like the fake handoff.
We had two guys open too.
Slips.
Yeah. And then he has some good, nice yards after the play.
Yeah, and those work. Those are pretty effective.
That was a tough hit on Zach, though. I don't know. I hate that rule, though. He is in the motion of making a play, and then he releases it. Like, I don't want that to end for everybody, but, that was a tough hit right there. But it helps us here as the clock winds down. Kentucky at their 50-yard line here. Hopefully getting a nice drive here and a nice play out of Willie Rodriguez. In motion, Willie Rodriguez.
Calzada takes the inside, Delta takes the inside handoff from Calzada. Guess maybe about 7, 8.
That's a good run right there to stay ahead of the chains. Iowa State beats Iowa with a late field goal. I got a win right there for my prediction.
I hope my Kansas one sticks because I really
big on that one.
Their quarterback.
Yeah. 2nd down and 3 here for the Cats. Past midfield. Kendrick Law in motion.
I thought they might go jet sweep on that.
First down, Kentucky. With Dowdell. It's a good run right there.
Yeah, I think, again, just establishing the run game, not being afraid to pass it when they need to, because obviously those checkdowns are working.
Right.
Just trying to get everything connected. And, again, putting McGowan in here to get that system working again.
Right. You got a good one-on-one here with Hardley Gilmore in motion now. Yep, take a shot here. He got all day in the pocket, riding the play action.
Oh. He overthrew it.
Yeah, Josh Caddis right there. He did mill it over the top.
Yeah, I think it was just an overthrow. He tried to make the right read, and I think he went to the right receiver. It was just
I think he missed. I think the announcer here misspoke. I think he said that was a terrible. Oh, quick screen to Kendrick Law on the outside. That's a good yards right there.
Maybe about 7.
Yeah,
on that one.
That was a good block from Hardley Gilmore on the side there. Good job at getting it out to Kendrick Law quickly there. We got to convert here. I think you run the ball because this is 4th down situation, at least to me.
Yeah, definitely down that deep in their end. I would think so.
Yep, I would agree. 3rd down and 4 here Let's see what the Cats draw up. I think you run the ball here, honestly. Maybe not.
He rolls out to his left looking for a pass.
Caught.
And is caught.
Nice.
By
Hardly Gilmore.
I thought that was one for a second.
We have the pass game going, it seems like now.
Yeah, I mean, again, just hitting the flats, hitting underneath stuff.
Yeah. 15-yard play right here. Nice route by Harley Gilmore, and good throw on the run right there. This is the stuff that we're looking for. Just we have a good, solid good solid run game, and we established that, and now we have to go off the pass. He's now 7 of 13 through the air for 56 yards.
Looks like
motion
there's
here.
Miscommunication on the play, I think, but they're trying to. This might be another delayed game. Ooh,
he got it off in time.
Off.
Dang, you got to catch that ball.
There's been a few of those, though, under the flats that they're trying to throw, and they just slip out of their hands. McGowan had the same thing.
Yeah. That's a good pass, though.
Yeah, no, the throws are on the money. It's just that the passes under the flats are just getting uncontrolled.
Yeah. This has been a long possession, though, which is good. We've done enough. And the offense really, again, their communication hasn't played that well. If you fix the communication things, this looks a lot differently.
No, I mean, it's just a lot of miscommunications. Oh, that linebacker! I thought that linebacker jumped. Downhill hurdles over. Great pursuit. Gets probably about 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6 right there, I think. You're in a good position now to get a first down here again. Third down and 5 here for the Cats. That was a good, solid run to get us in a good spot here. Again, I think to me, if you get to a 4th down and 1, you have to go for it.
Yeah, definitely with that 2 running back system, I would trust the legs.
Yeah. 3rd down and 5 here. We got 3 men split out. Bunch formation on the left. Motion from Harley Gilmore.
He's rolling, trying to evade pressure. Backs up a little bit, trying to set a throw. Throws it in the end zone. Tipped up. Oh, almost.
Man.
Almost cut right there.
Yeah.
By McLean. But, I mean, kind of lucky, honestly, because there was 3 guys sitting around the ball. I think 8 just jumped to tip it. So when 8 tipped it, it fell to the ground. If they just sat right under that ball, that would have been probably an interception. Because, I mean, 3 of them, they just all jumped at the same time.
We had a good enough drive, though, to set us up in a field goal position here, though.
Yeah, and like you talked about, this game is probably going to be a fourth quarter game
exactly.
by the time it hits, because offense is at a premium right now.
Yeah.
Your computer's still living?
It is. Still at 6, and it's good. Good. Like, you'll take that right there, though. 14-13, top 20 team in the country. You're expected to lose this game. The offense is putting up enough points right now. Enough to stay with them.
To stay stable.
Yeah.
No, Ty Bryant would be my MVP right now, though.
1,000%. 2 takeaways?
Two picks.
Yeah.
On 2 big plays, too.
Yeah. Honestly, to me, I've liked what I've seen from Zach Calzada. I think he's he's just a couple away from his completions in the total game against Toledo. You've seen the positive plays with Josh. Was it Josh? No, it was Willie Rodriguez, and Harley Gilmore right there, and in to Kendrick Law. I think the passing game looks improved from last week. That's what I'm trying to say.
I got you.
And it's against a good defense.
Really, really solid defense in my eyes.
Yeah, 1,000%.
They're just really strong, really, really tough, and really big.
Now you hope that it's a quick 3 and out because they're going to go fast. You get a quick 3 and out, then to me, you run down the clock. You try to get points no matter what it is. You get the ball no matter what out of halftime here. The biggest thing is you don't want a touchdown right here. Kind of a squib kick out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, this is big about trying to get a stop on the clock and trying to get a takeaway, because if you can get a stop right here and then turn around and get a score going into halftime up, and then get the ball back
and have a chance to score.
21-21 at halftime with the Kansas game.
Good game.
Yeah.
Are you surprised by the score right now with Kentucky?
I wouldn't say surprised. I mean, I think they're just hitting their keys and are able to figure out what is supposed to happen.
Right.
Looks like they just went up the end or on the left side.
About 3 or 4 yards right there
Yeah,
for Ole
about
Miss.
4 yards.
Yeah.
On that carry.
The crowd has to play a factor here, as I don't know if you guys can hear the blue-white chants here, but it's second down and 6 here. Another quick one.
The curl, they've hit that curl a million times. It works every time, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the way they stop and they move.
Do you think we have to give them that so they don't beat us deep?
Oh, I think that's the one route that they're kind of like, well, we'll give that up to not have to take the splash.
Which I understand that.
Yeah.
But we have to have a better pursuit to the ball, in my opinion, after he catches it.
No, I fully agree. It's just certain things need to be fixed, and that's what halftime's for.
Exactly. I like the position we're in right now. We're going to get the 2-minute timeout. It is second down and 8 right now. This is a big down here, and it's a handoff to the left side.
It's right up to – ooh, he broke like 4.
I don't know where he's at.
I think he finally gets brought down about the 35.
Yeah. I think he might be a little ahead of that. Looks like somebody is down right now. Number 94 for Kentucky. Is that Tavion Gatson? I do not know. Let's see here. Yeah, it is Tavion Gatson.
Yeah, I mean, again, on that play, though, just pursuit of finding the gap and then breaking outside. There was no DBs ready to cover there, so he just used outside pressure. Whoa, South Florida is 3-3 tie right now.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
That is South Florida is good. Another run here. This time to the right side. They slit, probably get 4 there.
Just they're trying to control the clock here, obviously, with not much
trying not
time.
to let us get another.
Yeah, not much time on the clock here. Head off up the middle.
Good by Cam Olds with the pursuit. It's a tackle for loss here. That's a big play right there from Cam Olds. Transfer from Kent State. He had a really, really good career there. He had 3 sacks against Penn State and an interception last year.
This is a tough offense to go up against, too.
Yeah. 3rd down and 7. This is big right here. We've put him in a tough position.
I would wait for the 2-minute timeout.
That's probably what they're going to do.
I was going to say
that's a smart thing to do.
I would chill.
2 minutes to go in the first half. We're down by 1, 14-13, 3rd down and 7. Big play right here. You just don't want to obviously give up a touchdown. That's the big thing. I like where we're at right now. We need a big stop right here, but we'll be right back here on the Big Blue broadcast. And we are back here. This is a big 3rd down and 7, I believe.
Yep, 3rd and 7. Simmons in the shotgun.
It's a swing pass. Good job by Rayner to get to him. Cam Olds. And he stopped. He stopped short of the first. I think they were trying to just get in field goal range more here.
Yeah, that was about halfway to the marker.
Yep. They're gonna go for it. Man. Okay.
Well, I mean, with Kentucky having no timeouts.
Yeah.
And it's 4th and 3 on their ends, they can drain the clock down. And
yep. They do also have 2 more timeouts left to go in the half. Is it empty set? No. Motion again here. They may try to get yeah, it may be a they're going to take a timeout, I believe, just to kick it. 3, 2. Yep. They were trying to get a false start there because that would give them the first down. So I think they're going to kick it. I mean, 4th down and 3, 1:08 to go. 1:10, excuse me. They were trying to draw an offsides right there. That's what they're trying to do. Guys, again, this is the first part. This is going to be the first half of this. I'm going to let my computer charge so we can come back and have about the same graphics as we did here in the first half. And they're going to kick the ball here. So it's a 43-yard attempt. He missed the first one, so let's see if he misses the second one here. He made this one. So it'll be 17-13, most likely going into halftime.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know how I would take this last offensive shot or not.
Maybe you take a couple of shots, and if they don't end up working out, you just
kneel it or run it.
Yeah. Mark Stoops. The question is, who's the longest tenured head coach in the SEC, and that is Mark Stoops.
Was it ever or just now?
No, that is current. End of the Kansas halftime here is 21-21 Kansas, Missouri. Kentucky will receive the ball in the second half. Most likely going to be going in the second half, 17-13, which isn't bad. Like, we won a game going into the fourth quarter, so if we're able to put up points put up a touchdown to start the second half, we'll obviously be up there. I'm kind of curious to see how Kentucky will play this out if we just take the knee. But I think we're in a solid position going in the second half. A touchdown, we're back up here in the second half, and we're going to have that opportunity. I'm kind of curious to see how we
approach it.
Yeah,
there's so many other options. They can go multiple runs and just try to drain the clock out. They can go kneel. I mean, there's 7 seconds on the play clock though, so they're gonna hurry. Oh, they didn't reset it. Okay.
We got trips to the right here. And it's a handoff to the left, up the middle.
Maybe about 4 on that.
I think they're going to try to go fast here. Maybe not. First down. Seth McGowan up the middle. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get to the. That's the thing. You got to hurry now. You have a chance.
That's a nice hole too.
You got a chance to get up here. The clock's gonna stop for a first down, and you have a kicker with a very, very good leg here.
I look to the right side. They got Law and McClain over there, I believe.
We have to have a good pass here.
Yep.
Long pass. Get out. Jamori Macklin makes the guy miss. Gets out of bounds. Perfect play right there from Jamori Macklin. A little curl. 13 seconds left to go.
That's kind of out of the Ole Miss playbook right there.
That was good.
Kind of ran the option and then got the stop and on the curl. And
yeah.
able to just
it doesn't seem that Zach Calzada can hear the play call in his helmet. Hopefully that's something that can get fixed at halftime. Look at where we have right here. I mean, if you get a field goal here, that's big.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of open. That's kind of an open spot. I might take the opportunity to kick it. If you take one more play, I think after that you kind of have to figure it out from there.
Oh my gosh. They got it off.
That's like the fourth time they've ran the play clock all the way down, trying to get set.
To me, you take the field goal attempt no matter what here.
Yeah, I mean you're in decent field position. I would maybe run one more if you can, but if not, then I would take it. Gosh, Ohio State's up 35-0.
It's Grambling State, yeah.
No, I know, but still, to score that many points.
I mean, you still got 10 seconds here to throw a quick out again here. He's going to. There's a flag down. I don't know what that's for.
Ooh, that also hurts because it brings back more too. Yeah.
You take a shot towards the end zone now.
Yeah, they have to. Plus,
well,
any timeouts.
Or you need a shot left here. The pocket has been good for Calzada. We've got to clean up the whatever is going on with the miscommunication. We're going to take a shot towards the end zone here, so. You see all these mistakes happen right now, and we're only down by 4 against the top 20 team in the country.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that need to be covered. But again, for this slate, this is one of the top games we had, so this is a big game.
This first half has felt like it's been forever. Take away everything here, 17-13. I think any Kentucky fan will take that going into halftime here. I mean, you're going to take a shot towards the end zone.
Yeah, you got to take a shot right here. I mean, there's 4 seconds left.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they're sending 3 guys back there.
I mean, I'm interested to see like a tip ball maybe here or something. That's really the only way I see a.
That's what happened with Jaden Daniels and Commanders.
He's going to run the ball here.
Pitch it. Yep. Oh. Well, he pointed like he was going to pitch it, but that
he
brings
did pitch
us
it.
to halftime.
It was illegal. It was a pitch forward. It doesn't really matter going in
No,
that
doesn't change anything. Because then it resets kickoff anyway.
yeah. 17-13. I think you take that. Do you take that? 17-13, you get ball back?
Definitely for the ranking that they are coming in and the amount of people that didn't pick them to win. I think this is definitely upset looming if they can. We should.
I mean, we should. It should be 16-17.
Yeah.
Because we had the chance to have a field goal right there. We got to clean up the operation, but for such a bad operation, we've done enough to make it 17-13. Here's the thing. It's a winnable game in the second half. That's all we want. This has been the first half of the Kentucky Ole Miss football game. This is going to be part one. We're going to end this one, and then we're going to start another one, I think probably at the beginning of the first half, just to give my computer some time to charge. We'll talk a little bit in the third quarter just about what Kentucky needs to do, but we'll be back here at the end of halftime.